like one of the things that really works about this is how professional everybody is. Like nobody, like there's no cheap drama here. It's just intelligent people trying to survive a difficult situation. It's a lot like Alien in that way, and I think that just always makes it a better story.
So realism for you is important.
Like it depends on who they are, but these people would keep their calm, right? Like these people would stay calm. These people would try to figure it out. Even if they dislike each other, they would work together. All of these are professionals and scientists, and they're there for a reason. Like all of them are in the Arctic for some kind of reason, right? And that then carries over when it's about survival, right? And they are already they volunteered to be in an environment where every day is a struggle for survival, right? And where you have to be professional and you can't, indulge in drama or whatever, right? You have to be professional even if you don't like the other person. You just still have to work together. And that kind of translates into how they react in that crisis. And I think it makes for a better story. It makes it more interesting and more enjoyable to watch. And when they do make mistakes, it's earned, right? Because they just have this one blind spot, or they're tired, or they're paranoid, or they're afraid. But their baseline is be professional adults.
I think that's as well. That was like my kind of standout, was the whole, like, I could imagine, like, even like what I actually enjoyed was that even though these people were professionals and even though they're one of the smartest people, obviously, from their country, it was enjoyable, and it was very, like, I could tell that this would actually happen in terms of how they were getting, like, how they were breaking down. It just felt slow, but it felt not too much, not slow. It felt like at the right pace. It's like they didn't off rip end up, movies when something crazy happens, then all of a sudden everyone just loses their cool, loses their ish, and then they just pretty much go out of their element, right? They're not, yes. But this one, it was a slow breakdown of how they're slowly breaking mentally. So yeah, I agree with you there as well.
And it's been a while since movies did this, right? Like it's easy to say they wouldn't make a movie like this anymore, but they also didn't make movies like this like very, very often in the 2010s and 2000s a little bit. Like the 2000s had kind of had this fetishization of the professional, right? Like the FBI agent and the scientist and the special forces type. So there was a little bit of that, but a lot of it, like there for a while now, there's been this trend towards kind of like childish drama, and just watching adults do their thing, even under stress, is something that I think as time has gone on, fewer and fewer movies actually do. And I can't prove this. It's just a feeling, right? Like that's kind of been the general trend. And so when I go back to an 80s movie, 70s movie, and everybody is an adult, it's refreshing. And that's not just because older movies are always better or anything like that, but it's like that's what, like it's a trend that has been happening over the last decades, right? That characters in movies less and less behave like adults that you can actually see behave like that in the real world, right? that people make responsible decisions and are disciplined and things like that, right? Things you would associate with adults.
No, yeah, but I'll just to add to that, is like I think for some reason people are kind of put off by serious tone type of films. I don't know why. I generally love them. One of my biggest complaints is that I think a lot of these movies nowadays, like you say, are very childish. Even like I'm talking about like the 18 rated type of movies. A lot of the times they're childish. They just seem like for more younger audience, even though it's R-rated. Whereas this one, like it did feel mature. So I don't know what it is, but it feels like just like serious tone movies have to kind of be like watered down for the audience. So that's why I'm saying more universal in that sense.
I think it's a bit like Marvel humor, right? In the sense that if you do it once, it can be refreshing and fun to watch, and then you do it again and again and again, and suddenly everything feels the same, right? So at some point, people have lost that balance, right? Where having a character kind of be a bit wacky and a bit unhinged and a bit irresponsible can be fun to watch. But if everybody is like that, it gets tedious very quickly.